glazed to perfection, and so are my intestines. Hey, yo. Dopey Trade for Slackers, volume 7. The siete. That's Spanish for 7, y'all. So today, what are we talking about?
Fueling.
Telling people about fuel is like telling people what shoes to buy.
Accurate. We're all different in that way.
We're all different. Just like LeVar Burton told us on Reading Rainbow once. We are 5 miles in, so look at these slackers getting 5 miles in.
Good 5 too.
Yeah, so fueling. You can be a noon person, a honey stinger person, a goop person. You can eat fig Newtons, you can eat peanut M&Ms, you can eat all kinds of things on runs. But you should watch a different channel if you want advice on that.
Yeah, accurate. I wouldn't eat the goose though. Ugh.
The goose?
Ugh.
I used to eat those, but I don't know what I do now. Oh yeah, I know what I do. Thanks to our client. I feel my lactate thresholding. So, you know, take that. Feel good. That was not from Walmart.
Saves the good stuff for himself, I see.
So while we're not going to talk about fuel that you can carry along with you per se, we're going to talk about fueling in a couple different ways. But we've all heard that saying, don't try anything new on race day.
Heard it.
I pretty much ignore that statement. But for today's purposes, we're gonna test something out, because I said during the marathon, I'm pretty much gonna stop wherever they're selling food. We're not running together, so he's along for the ride in this one.
That's correct. I'm happy too.
So
Amazing.
we're gonna stop at different food establishments and take a little bit to eat and see if we can finish this longest training run of the Dopey process, which if I say what mileage we're running, some people will fall over in their chair and say, how are you guys gonna make it?
Yes.
But whatevs. So we're gonna hit this new coffee shop around the university. Hey, we're headed to this coffee shop. Neither of us have been here. Oh, that's 6 miles. Maslow Coffee Company. No endorsement implied. So what'd you get?
Hydrating. Topo Chico, twist the lime. If you don't know what this is, you need to become familiar. And a cafe latte, because like we said earlier, it's a cold one out here in West Texas this morning.
I got something called the Polar Express. Or 5, well that's good. Dude, this is like the winter dream latte at Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf.
Yes.
Oh dang. And a scone. 5 more miles?
Ish. Maybe. Let's just stay here.
Well, that was a good 30-minute stop. I had a delightful chai latte. You had a latte.
Regular latte is beautiful.
And it's colder outside, like you just
Temperature's
said.
going down as the sun goes up. I don't understand.
Baby,
Elsa
are you
effect.
down, 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 down? And I didn't eat all that scone. It's in the pink butt bag. So we're a few minutes post coffee stop. How you feeling?
I'm hydrated, caffeinated, and still warming. Still cold, but warming up as we go.
Fueling before and after a race is also important. So, with that statement, we're gonna go through our 2 favorite places to eat in different areas of Disney World.
Oh.
So let's get it over with right now.
Yes.
2 favorite places to eat at Magic Kingdom.
Magic Kingdom, I can't come up with 2. Plaza and Plaza.
Plaza and Plaza. I agree. Plaza restaurant, you can get bottomless milkshakes for like $9. The Lobster Benedict for breakfast is good. And my second choice, Skipper Canteen. It's like poor man's Tiffins. Not saying if you eat there you're poor, because you're at Disney World, you're not poor. When you leave, you might be.
In crushing debt.
So we're gonna go along all the parks, the resorts, and Disney Springs as we go along on this journey. Okay, so best place to fuel up at Hollywood Studios.
Ooh, Brown Derby, one of the faves. Get you a good classic cocktail there too, if you're into that kind of thing. And 50s Primetime Diner, where if you're easily insulted, I would not go in there. If you like to have a good time, joke around, then it's your kind of place.
We had one of our best waiters last time. Hopefully he sings happy birthday if you're there. I would give that an honorable mention. I would go with Brown Derby also. And Oga's Cantina. It's a pretty magical place. We have a reservation there for the Saturday before the marathon. I don't know how that's gonna go over.
What's your favorite drink?
The Jet Juice is good. The Yub Nub, the $42 drink that comes with the Battle of Endor mug. That is well worth it. It's a good thing. It's a fun place to go to. Have a big party there, so we'll
Good
see.
DJ.
Yeah, good DJ Rex. And if you love Star Wars, I think that's my favorite part of Galaxy's
If you're
Edge.
an old school Star Tours person, then you'll know what we're talking about.
We're heading for our next fuel stop. And if you look ahead, you see KFC, where Dopey Training for Slackers started. Unfortunately, that's not where we're stopping.
Boycotting till the Cheeto sandwich comes back.
We're stopping at the Golden Arches. How often do you eat at the Golden Arches?
It'll be the first time probably since I was a very young child, so.
I don't eat here very often. It's like only if I'm on a road trip and I'm going through a small town and that's there. And I get it and then they give me the wrong thing. So we're gonna fuel up over there. Come on in and they are so nice. Order 675. Got me my order.
I got a Happy Meal with no food, so they gave me an empty box.
Wait, you bought a Happy Meal with no food?
Yeah.
How does that work?
I asked a cast member how I could get the toy, but I didn't want the Happy Meal. And she said, I'll charge you $1 for the toy.
What the heck?
And a sausage McMuffin that I may or may
I want
not.
them to charge me $1.
Well, I got the commemorative box too for the.
Which you did not get with the Cheeto sandwich.
Oh no.
Commemorative box. Look at Finn. Resistance hero. What's on the back of it?
He projects a hologram apparently. Ooh.
I got some ice cream.
18 and 19.
I'm probably gonna buy ice cream on the course.
For the record, it's like 32 degrees outside, and he's. You see the stormtrooper?
Stormtrooper, is that him? Is that FN2187?
No, it's Captain Phasma. You just can't really tell. Egg McMuffin, sausage egg McMuffin.
So this is probably the healthiest thing you can eat on the course. The only thing I'm legitimately concerned about is the amount of grease that is on this wrapper. And how that's going to play out for the remainder of this run.
I started to get the hash brown thing.
Oh yeah. The meal's like, I'm not getting that hash brown.
The ACU restaurants are closed because of Christmas. Like, we'd be out there stranded.
We're gonna have to go back to Maslow to use the bathroom. Or here.
I'm sulking in there. Can I use your bathroom? I'll buy another latte.
It's been a while since I've partaken of a sausage McMuffin, but
It's pretty good.
it's not bad. It's cold, my ice cream is melting. Here's some money, go see a Star Wars. What's that from?
I don't know.
Arrested Development.
Oh, okay.
You watch that?
I did, but it's been a while.
I saw a meme, that's why I remember it.
Yeah.
You better believe if Little Caesars was open, we'd be running with a hot and ready. Subway's open, but they just got like breakfast wraps. I'm gonna ask you a pretty tough question right now. Best 2 places to eat at Epcot.
Oh no. Why are you going with the heavy hitter right off the bat? You go first.
Man,
See how it feels.
Epcot is a grand place. Where would you like to fuel up before or after a race?
I like Garden Grill.
Yes. Good place to pig out.
Yo, yeah. Family style, baby. bring out platters of food. And you're like, I don't really want any more. They're like, oh, I just brought you another platter. So,
Okay.
I'll eat it. So that's on the list. I'm sure there's a country I'm not thinking of that I should. I'm always there during festivals.
Yeah, so it's hard to eat at a table serve when it's
Right.
during food and wine or flower and garden. One place I have not been in a few years, but I always mean to go back, is Marrakesh in Morocco. Has really good food. That's a good place. If you have a sensitive stomach, it's not weird. Woo! Trying for the Cinnabon, but I don't know if it's open. Oh, we got 40 minutes before they open.
Yeah, sorry, King.
Man.
Roses?
Rosas.
I like roses.
Get a sopapilla. Plan B. Rosas Cafe. Okay, my second answer for Epcot.
Food.
I want to eat at Takumite, the new place in Japan. I don't know if I'll be able to this trip. Maybe Princess. Probably the answer that both of us have forgotten about. Les Halles Boulangerie.
How do we forget that? That's my favorite. Yeah, sorry. It's early. I've got a lot of Egg McMuffin in me. My body's probably gonna reject. No, that's the right answer, actually.
Les Halles.
Yep, that's the right answer.
Fuel before and after, sweet and savory. Oui, oui.
Oui, oui.
This is the best 10-mile run ever, guys. We're at our third fuel stop. Taco sound tempting right now, but like we still got a couple more miles at least to go for our long run for Dopey.
It's about the only way you're gonna get the two of us to be out here. So this was a great call. I told the coffee shop lady she'll probably see us every Saturday from now on.
They're like, I like sopapillas, please. 4 or 8. 4.
Well, the best part was you asked if they had sopapillas this early in the day. It's 10 o'clock. And she was kind of like, yeah, of course we do.
For those of you viewers that live in Idaho and don't know what sopapillas are, this is it. It's fried tortilla things.
It's a fried tortilla.
And it's sweet, and you put honey on it. Would you like to demonstrate,
Yeah, they
Jake
put
Rose?
sugar and cinnamon. Sometimes here at Rose's they get a little crazy with the sugar and cinnamon, but whatever. And you just, you know, coat it a little bit.
Man, that is great form.
Yeah,
great
thank you.
form.
A lot of practice here. Mm-hmm.
What kind of fuel is that gonna provide?
You kidding me? Carb?
You know, the thing, would you say this is a cross between a beignet and a churro?
That's actually a pretty good description.
Man. So, I don't think there are any beignets along the course. Churros, maybe. I don't know. But something like this will help me get used to eating such things on the course.
While running.
Yeah.
I'm a little worried about the honey, because it's all over me now. That's the thing about honey.
Some people, they use honey packets as fuel.
Really?
Yeah. Honey stingers, I think that's made with honey. I don't know.
I love
I'm
those.
not part of the Hive tribe, but that's what I hear.
I destroy stingers, packs at a time.
So this is not too far from that.
Cool.
So, we're training. I might take this little honey thing and just like pour it over my mouth. You gotta stave off that diabetes though, so I don't know if that'd be the smartest thing to do. Goodbye, busy bee bear. Thank you for providing fuel for us. Not gonna lie, a little full right now, but if that fullness ever goes away, I'm still stocked. Still got this fritter. Yeah. Fried chicken on the run. That might be pushing it even for us. How's that Happy Meal box?
Force giving.
There's also a Chinese buffet right there.
I feel pretty darn good right now.
Intermittent fueling.
Yes.
That's what we're calling it. Intermittent fueling.
Approaching mile 10, I feel like we just started. Wait a minute, we kind of just did.
Yeah, we did. One thing about intermittent fueling, you don't want to overfuel. I think that last bite of fritter, maybe put me a little over.
Yeah.
So I gotta burn that off. You gotta push through and burn off that extra sugar in that fritter, because as we learned from the last DTFS, an apple fritter a mile keeps the lactate threshold in denial. And I took that to heart. I'm in the process of making a bracelet on that, so it's a good thing to remember. Okay, sir, where is your favorite place to fuel up at Animal Kingdom?
I know my good friend Ox and Spoon, his favorite place to go is Tiffin's.
That's right. My answers are Tiffin's and Tiffin's.
And I can disagree. I am gonna try the full fried fish.
Yes, yes.
Ox and Spoon is famous for ordering.
Yes, I've eaten there like 7-8 times. It's the only thing I've ever ordered. I think I would easily say Tiffin's is my favorite in-park restaurant.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
Favorite in-park restaurant. Tiffin's is awesome. Charcuterie board, best charcuterie board. They got some good char-grilled octopus. They have good drinks, excellent desserts, great service. I like it when you go to the restaurant and they have a card on the table that says, "Welcome back, me."
Yes.
And I'm like, yes, you rock.
If you're queasy, seeing a fish head and tail still attached, don't go there with him. And then there's a watering hole near Everest where they have an obscure victory beer called Golden Monkey. Yes. Not something you see often around these parks anyway. And it's an interesting beer, but I try to grab one of those every time on my way to Everest or from Everest.
Will you grab one during the marathon?
And I'll probably grab one during the marathon.
Yeah. Animal Kingdom, very good park for food.
Good, yes.
Thank you, Joe Rody, and your ear. Let me follow back on this apple fritter thing. I got like the best apple fritter you can get here. It's pretty rich. I feel coated in sugar a little bit.
Yes.
So you might want to stick with the crappy Walmart fritters.
Walmart stale day olds.
Yeah, because this one is perfect, glazed to perfection, and so are my intestines. Now the question: favorite place to fuel up at a resort?
Number one for my family. Shout out Papa D and Dovey. Is the Yachtsman at Yacht Club. Got a shout out from old Ox and Spoon for that. It's a
Good place.
And man, there's way too many to choose from. I'm gonna stick in that same area since that's our kind of our home base. Yacht Club, Beach Club, Boardwalk, and throw the newly renovated Beaches and Cream out there. And looking forward to the kitchen sink.
Yes.
In a couple weeks.
We're going to hit a kitchen sink the day of the 10K. Yes, that's the day before the half.
Yes.
Who cares? A whole can?
A whole can
of whipped cream. So for my answer for resort dining, California Grill.
I knew it.
California Grill. Top of the Contemporary. Catch it while Happily Ever After is blowing up. Get some really good food.
I knew it.
And if you're paying for yourself, if you're like me, be expected to pay like $100 for yourself.
Yeah.
Which is fine. It's good food.
Fine.
So my second choice, I'm gonna say Flying Fish on the Boardwalk.
Good one.
Excellent place.
Yeah, that was my granddad's favorite restaurant on property.
There are other honorable mentions for resort restaurants, like Artist Point, Storybook Dining comes to mind.
Definitely.
Great character dinner. It's a great value too, because maybe like $65 a person.
I highly recommend Artist Point, especially on marathon weekend.
Yeah, it's hard to find all these different places because you find your favorites and you want to go to those over and over again because they're so consistently good, but you also want to venture out and try. I try to do that every trip, try to go to 1 or 2 new places every time. Still feeling that fritter. Thanks, Linz Reed. Next category. Favorite place to fuel up at Disney Springs.
Oh, easy. Morimoto's. I like the sushi, followed by the ramen noodles, followed by jar rocks and spoons, duck for two that he ordered.
Yes.
But I get to enjoy a little.
Woo! Peking duck for 2 for 1.
That is accurate how he rolls. I'm fortunate to get some of the leftover, and then homecoming probably right after that. Not as the food is good, but I'm really there for the iced tea and the blue hooch.
Those are my answers as well. The Peking duck for 2 for 1. Morimoto's got some other great things, great appetizers. Last time got the seafood tower with a bunch of cool things on it. So that was fun. Homecoming has good chicken and donuts, the deviled eggs. They have a little charcuterie board, not as good as Tiffin's, but very good food there. Pretty much the only 2 places I eat at Disney Springs. I've eaten at other places there, but those stand out above the crowd. No, even if I got a shout out loud. So we're done with our longest run for this Dopey training. How long was it?
It was a little over 10.
10 miles. That's our long run. Don't feel sorry for us.
I could do more. I feel fine. So anyway,
Yeah, this is all theoreticals. I'm like,
trying to talk myself into it.
yeah, like I could go longer if I need to do this again, so I feel good. Like James Brown. So we're gonna fuel up one more time.
One more fuel stop.
So stay tuned. What a way to cap off Dopey training.
I couldn't be happier right now. This is my favorite restaurant in town.
If my channel had smell-o-vision, I'd activate it right now.
Yes.
But I'm a fan of truffles. Truffle fries. And the Poppin' Johnny.
That's a deconstructed jalapeno popper
Yes.
on a burger.
Yes.
With the really fresh, made from scratch bun.
Yes.
I don't think it gets any better than the Poppin' Johnny at Rock and Rollers, Abilene, Texas.
Would you like to demonstrate
Now
eating
it is difficult to eat because there's so much goodness packed into this bun that containing that amount of goodness is tough. So I did want to shout out my buddies Sock Dolliger Brewing, also Abilene, Texas. Sock Dolliger means an exceptional person or thing, all of which is encompassed around this table right now. So let's see what we can do to this. My uncle had a heart attack about 2 years ago, and he blamed eating 2 of these a week for that occurrence. Whatever. I would risk a trip to the cath lab for that.
I don't know about you, but truffle fries are delicious.
Yeah, that was good.
So what did this long run, the longest run we're gonna do before Dopey, what did this incorporate?
We had 10 miles on the road.
Yep.
2 lattes, 2
One-
egg McMuffins,
One scone,
1 scone,
2 egg McMuffins, I
1
had some
Topo Chico,
Topo Chico, I had a Powerade, I had
4
4
sopapillas,
sopapillas, I had an ice cream cone,
2 Poppin' Johnnies,
2 Poppin' Johnny, some truffle fries.
Sock Dolliger Big Country Ale.
Cinnamon is open, but I think we're both gonna decline that.
Dead full, yes.
So I think that was a successful training run. So I hope you don't do this unless, you know, you want to. We encourage it.
Yeah.
If you do it, shoot a video and show us how to do it better.
Yeah, and it feels like I did 20 miles with my, as much as we did.
Oh, I just did we just did 10 miles, but if I needed to do another 10 miles, I am totally confident I could do it again.
Yeah.
So I feel like I've done it.
We go straight to Maslow's right now.
Get one of those Polar Express. That is all for this episode of Dopey Training for Slackers. You know, just like I always say, I love it when people actually take it to heart and really follow up. But like, subscribe, and tell your mom about this.